strenuous conversations you have to have with brands. You have to have each one at a time. And I just wish there was more of a culture to say like the quality of the ad read matters a lot more than like the silly parameters, like the timing of it, how long it is, the placement of it, all that kind of stuff.
What percentage of your viewers do you think have seen one of my videos before?
What percentage of the viewers on YouTube, right?
Yeah, of your viewers.
Of the viewers on YouTube, though, because
Yeah.
most of people.
Okay, sure, or all of them. It's just interesting because you're speaking very specifically like about my brand deal process, and so in my head I'm like, I wonder what percentage of these people even have any idea what he's talking about.
That's interesting. I love the thinking about numbers.
The whole time we were having this conversation, that's all I could think about. It's like, God damn it. There's probably like 50% of these people have no fucking clue what he's saying,
Probably.
and we're about to torture him for 5 minutes.
Yeah, probably.
But that's something I can't turn off in my brain.
Less than 50%. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Is that exciting to you that there's like 50% of people have not watched a Mr. Beast video? Isn't that an opportunity to like?
Yeah, I guess it's an opportunity to grow. I don't know. Honestly, I was just kind of excited to hang out with you.
Yeah, me too.
So,
I mean,
today was a lot of fun.
Who cares if there's mics?
Yeah, so it's kind of like having a buddy to go along the journey as I'm just kind of eating shit and doing my normal grind. It was like kind of fun, and also you just say really wise stuff constantly. So honestly, no, I never even put any thought into like the demographics or what I could gain. It's just interesting because like my retention brain, when you talk about something, I'm instantly like, what value are they going to get? How many of them are going to be interested? What percentage of people do I think will lose? And I'm like running all those calculations in the background, and that whole conversation, like anyway, it's just something I can't turn off. My like bells were like, error, this is bad.
What are the different strategies for high retention for your videos and in general?
It's like, how do you cook good food? You know what I mean? That's like the same kind of question.
I see. So there's so many different ways that you. So it boils down to, I mean, do you think at the level of a story, or do you think like literally watching 5 seconds at a time? Am I going to tune out here? Am I going to tune out here? Am I going to tune out here?
It's all of it. You need the overarching narrative, and then you also need the micro where every second, needs to be entertaining. And you basically, what's interesting is the longer people watch something, the more likely they are to keep watching. So you don't have to try as hard in the hypothetically back half of a video as you do in the front. Like even right now, we're so deep into this where a lot of people listening are probably just going to keep listening relatively close to the end, unless we just have a really boring part of this conversation because they're just in it. They're immersed. And so a big, like, to really boil it down to a simple level, you just want to get people where they're immersed in the content and then just kind of hold them there.
We had this discussion offline, and by the way, I should mention that this is like late at night.
It is. What time? It's 9 o'clock.
And I only slept 1 hour last night because I'm an idiot, and I flew to the wrong location.
Here we're like, hey, let's just book you a hotel and a flight. He's like, no, I got it. We're like, you sure? We can just do it. We always do this. He's like, no, I got it.
He's gonna have to rub it in.
I know. And then today, come to find out, he flew to the wrong airport. An airport with or a city with a similar name to ours. Just
same name.
Yeah. Same
name in a different state.
and I was like, that's why you should have let us book it. And so he's on 1 hour of sleep, and he's literally been dying all day. Before this podcast, he downed like 2 things of coffee. We've been going all day hard.
I've been got to interact with you. I should say that this gave me an opportunity to. I got a ride from a stranger, and it was an incredible person. I got to interact with him. So it's like there's so many kind people around here. Just like this kind of southern energy. And then I got to go to a diner because I could, there's only 1 hour between me arriving and having to fly out. So I went to a diner. There's a really kind waitress that called me honey. So that was a beautiful moment,
I was so confused. You tweeted about that, and like Steele's like, Lex, my assistant was like, Lex isn't here yet. Yeah. And I saw your tweet, and I was like, he's here. Yeah. He was like, no, he's still flying. I was like, an hour ago, he just tweeted about a nice diner.
Yeah,
I didn't realize you flew
to the diner. It was a diner in a different state.
And then you had to fly over here. And then I called you, you didn't answer. I was like, something's not adding up.
Yeah, I feel like such an idiot because apparently the world has cities like Springfield, right? Like there's like every single state has a Springfield.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Okay,
I think that's
whatever.
That's like a Simpsons joke, right? That like it's the city in the Simpsons is Springfield, and I think every single state, or most of them, have a Springfield. And the same is true for like Georgetown. I think I forget what the most popular one was. There's like a list of these people get when they run out of ideas. They just keep using the same
They're
thing
your
over and over.
Achilles heel.
Anyway, I got to meet a bunch of people from your team. There's just incredible human beings. So let me just ask on that topic: how do you hire a great team? Like, what have you learned about hiring for everything for the main channel that you do, for the React the game the gaming channel to Mr. Beast Burger to Feastables, all that.
The big thing is, especially in this content creation, because it's not like anything that's done on Netflix or different content mediums. I really need people who are coachable and like really see the value in what I care about, because it's a very specific way of going about things, and it's a thing. There's no one like plug and play. Like if Netflix wanted to hire someone to do a documentary, there's probably tens of thousands of people you could hire that have worked on documentaries before. But if you want to hire someone to make super viral YouTube videos, like we do, there's just no one you can really pull from. Like sometimes I'll hire people from game shows, right? And they have all these preconceived notions about pacing and how a video should be, and you have to spend like the first year like breaking all these habits, and and they think they're better than you. Like a lot of people in traditional think they're better, and they think their way is better than what we do. And so for me, it's almost easier to hire people that are just hard workers, that are obsessed and really coachable, and just train them how to like be good at content creation and production, than to hire someone from like traditional, which is the only way to really do it, because there's not that many YouTube channels that have scaled up. So it's not like there's a huge talent pool of people who've worked on YouTube channels. So it's easier just to train someone than just pull them from traditional, because traditional people just, I don't know, they have all these opinions and things, and they just think our way of going about things is dumb.
Hello, what's up?
Yeah,
My
so
one
you
viewer.
want people who have the humility
You wanna
to
say
beginner's
something?
mind, even if they have
And
experience.
see
in
the
the
value,
chat.
like actually, you'll still get it. It's so crazy. Like especially some of my other friends that are scaling up their YouTube channels. There's people that will come on and you'll ask them like, "What do you want to be doing in 5 years?" And instead of saying, "Oh, I
Oh,
want
that's
to
a
work on
nice
this channel,"
thought.
they'll be like, "Oh, I hope to be working on movies or this or that." And they see like working on a YouTube channel as a
Oh,
launchpad to go
the hell?
traditional, and it's like, no,
Damn it.
like you just don't get it.
This is the future.
This is the end goal.
Yeah.
This is your career. And so I'm just so tired of
Well,
having those kinds of
let's go
conversations.
back.
Like I feel like people really should be coming around.
Are there like recurring interview questions that you ask? Is there ways to get?
Yeah, but the biggest thing is like, what do you want to be doing in 10 years? And if their answer isn't, making content on YouTube, or, if their answer is anything like movies or traditional stuff like that, it's like just a hell.
Oh,
It just won't even remotely-
damn it.
So you really want people to believe in the vision of YouTube?
Yeah, I mean, ideally, it's like, oh, working here. You know what I mean?
So it's less about the medium, but more about just being a great team.
Yeah, well, and yeah, the media as well. 'Cause it's hard to put it into words, but it's just two completely different ways of going about things. Like our videos aren't scripted, and it's a lot more.
Oh,
like,
holy.
if we hypothetically blow up a giant car or whatever,
Dude,
you only have one take. You know what I mean? So,
that's a
and it's
lot
not
of
scripted,
damage.
and so you have to overfilm, overshoot things, overcompensate for like the dumb way of going about it. And a lot of traditional people would be like, well, just plan angles. You can cut the cameras in half. You can save 50.
Why?
$75,000 editing, this and that. It's like, yeah, but that's not authentic. Like, blah, blah. You get it. It's almost so obvious that it hurts to have to like constantly have these conversations, but it's the world we live in.
But there's also detail, like there's a taste. Like I've watched a bunch of videos with you, and it's clear to you that you've got really good. I don't know what's the right word is, style or taste to be able to know what's good or not. Attention in terms of stylistic visually.
I don't have to think. I can just watch a video and it just screams in my head like this is what should change based on the million videos I've
Oh,
watched,
dude.
all these viral videos I've consumed. Like this is blah blah blah. What's optimal?
What kind
things
of
like that.
damage
It's almost
was
like
that?
your brain's like a neural net, and like if you consume enough viral videos and enough good content, that you just kind of start to like train your brain to like see it and see these patterns that happen in all these viral videos. And so that anytime I watch a video or a movie or anything, I just can't stop thinking about what is optimal. And so it's like, it gives me a headache sometimes when I watch something too slow or I don't think it's optimal. Obviously my taste isn't the end all.
Dude.
But that's something that kind of torments me, if that makes any sense.
Oh, you can't enjoy a slow movie.
No, I can't. And that's not to say
Your attention on The Godfather is horrible.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
damn it.
exactly.
I died.
It's But and that's not to say slow
It
movies are bad.
sucks,
Like,
but
there's
what
a
else
place
can
for
we
it.
do?
It's just obviously not
We're gonna win
making that
anyways.
brain so like
Nah, I'd
in
win.
social media and YouTube right now. Like that's just not the meta.
And in general, like you said, a neural network, you're training your brain in part on actual data, right? So you're actually it's data driven. So you're looking at like in terms of thumbnails and titles and different aspects of the first 5 to 10
Gotta work this
seconds,
out.
and then throughout the video, the retention, all of that. You're looking at all of that for your own videos to understand how to do it better. So that's where the neural network is training.
Yeah. Basically, there are ways you can kind of see like the most viewed videos on YouTube every day and stuff like that. And I just kind of consume those every single day. And I've been doing that for way too many years. And then you just start to notice patterns, like
Nice.
the thumbnails on the most viewed videos are videos that go super viral, tend to be clear, tend to not have much clutter, tend to be pretty simple.
Yeah.
Less characters.
Oh,
Tend to be this.
the hell?
Tend to be this. And you just kind of like after you see those thousands and then
I was
thousands of
wrong.
times,
That's flying
it just
shot
starts to click in
oil
your
there.
head, like this is what it looks like. You know?
So how are you able to transfer that taste that you developed? So for like you said, like broad things, but I'm sure there's a million detailed things. Like what zoom to use on the face to use in the thumbnail, right? Like
The answer is
Hmm.
whatever makes the best video. Because the problem is,
Well, well, well.
which I have so many friends who are like,
We got
that,
Link
like,
taking
check
the
this
Lord.
for their editor or something. You know, this beat.
And here we go, helping him.
Part arc and then this. But the problem is,
We gotta work this out.
the more constraints you put on
Hmm.
the team, the more repetitive.
Dude. Oh,
innovation you
my ult.
like, you know, after 10 videos, people are gonna be like,
No, I was supposed to ult him.
I'm 24, and you know, I'm probably my mindset will change in the next 10 years. I just haven't been in this industry too long, but the only way to like really make
Damn, my
innovation
ult
fresh
just
is
failed over
put
there.
constraints on, or put as little as possible. And so that's why I'm very
Well,
happy
I'm
now
gonna
that
do it for a
because
second
the
time.
more I say, the more
I gotta
go,
get this.
And that's what we do. And then you know,
We got this, chat.
I'll say
We
one
got
time,
this.
like, oh, you know, ideally there's a cut every 3 seconds, and then next thing you know,
Yeah.
every video is a cut every 3 seconds. Or
Oh,
whatever. So it's hard because
yeah.
you try to
That was a really terrible flame shot. Yeah, I do. Kakika.
Facts or
How are you, boy?
and more just making suggestions. If that makes any
Oh,
sense.
dude.
Too many. Yeah.
so you talked about sort of teaching your.
Thanks
viewers
for watching my video. Oh, dude.
Whatever we want to call it to other.
No, don't.
Replacement. So what's the process of teaching that?
Kakika. You're.
No, I got you. So
Yeah,
you're more
the
talking
roll
about,
number
like,
without.
what I would call
I'm
almost
doing
like
good.
cloning, right?
Yeah.
Like Tyler and other people like
Good
that.
to, good to know.
When we were hanging out,
Had
today, I was
dinner
telling
yet?
him how we have multiple people in the it's almost like talking to the camera.
Yeah, you turn slowly to the camera.
I was,
Dude, I'm playing horribly this
Is it
game.
weird to you to not be looking at the camera?
this whole interview, I constantly have been turning towards the camera, like I'm talking to him.
Yeah.
It's a habit.
Yeah.
'Cause my whole life I've just been talking to him.
Who are you thinking about? You like?
I'm in
I'm
Mythic
totally
45
different
stars.
person just sitting watching it, and I almost. It's weird when I'm looking at the camera. I don't see a camera. I'm like in a
This
different
Layla is
place,
gone,
picturing
man.
what the viewer is seeing when they watch it.
Whoa.
If that makes sense. And that's where
Whoa.
I'll be saying things, and or
Well,
and then
nice.
when I'm watching, I'm like,
We got
that's
that.
what I want, and then I'll freeze up. It's very weird when I'm filming, and for people who haven't worked with me too much, they'll think like. It's very weird, like how I go about it. Because I'll just
I gotta take the turtle.
lighting a firework. All right, this is a $1,000 firework. I'll go to light it. I'll be like, and I'll like freeze. 'Cause
Oh,
I don't know,
yeah, boy.
it's weird.
That's how I do it.
Picture what I'm filming. by
That's
looking
how
at
I
the
do
camera
it.
And then putting myself through the lens of the camera while making content. I can do it at the same time.
So you're like real time editing.
In my
The
head.
video.
You got
that's
Pyramid
something that
or
didn't at the start
help
come naturally
Sylvana?
to me, but in the last probably
Choose
5 years,
wisely.
It's happened, and so I would say it's one of my greatest strengths. I don't
Oh.
know how I developed it, but anytime I'm filming anything, like it's almost like the right side of my brain. I just
Dude.
look at it and I see exactly what I'm filming. And I can picture it.
Well, it's probably
Dude.
the video and then watching the editing, and like analyzing.
Hey, Kakika, which rank are you, by the way?
You do the editing more than being in front of the camera.
If you're still watching,
You start to see yourself from that third person.
on to up your exams.
Now maybe that actually helps with the.
Well, not this year, buddy.
You see it as creating a video versus.
Not this year. Next year.
Right.
Yeah, I think so. You know,
Immortal.
it's weird. I've
Wow.
never
You're way
been
above.
talking to a camera. It's harder for me to talk to a person.
I'm
than
talking to a senior boy.
Which I feel like a lot of people say that though, that are whatever make content.
Well, this
Interesting.
this
I know
season
that's
is
something
pretty
that,
easy to rank up,
or
so
maybe
we
not.
can't
Maybe I'm
really
just awkward and dumb.
Maybe their
can't really
preference.
argue
I mean,
about
for me,
that.
it's, I mean, both are terrifying, but being in front of the camera by yourself is
So much easier.
really.
Yeah, so much
Oh
easier.
yeah,
I prefer it
welcome.
a million times over.
Oh damn! No,
Yeah.
It's just,
my flame shot.
you spent more of your time talking to people. It's natural, and I talk to a decent
Probably
amount.
Oh,
62
I guess you're talking to a person too,
stars.
and on the other side of the camera.
The pixel on the screen.
So clone
Yeah, I
it.
need to
How
be
do you
playing
do it?
Oh yeah,
serious
that's right.
this rank, dude.
So I was showing him that I have a lot of people in the company who are able to think like me and basically make decisions like I would make if I was like
Oh, dude,
if you were
I'm
asked,
dead.
hey, in this
Right?
video should we climb a mountain or should we dig a hole, right? And like they would pick the
Hmm.
same answer I'd pick
Nice,
99%
Frank.
of the times. And so like one example
Wait,
is
what?
who I was showing you, which was kitchen.
Yeah, kill him.
And, like, you can
Kill him,
see,
boy.
like, he was on point, and basically for just 4 or
62
5
stars.
years, we just
It's
spent
my
an absurd
highest.
amount of time together and worked on every single video together. We worked side by side, and same thing with my CEO James. He literally lived with
Yeah,
me for a
boy.
couple years.
Oh,
I'm a
dude.
big fan of just like finding people who are super obsessed and all in and able
Yeah,
to,
boy.
they really just want to be great, and they're just dumping everything I have in them.
Oh,
Like you were saying, 'cause I'd love to find that.
kill him.
Develop that. You're
Kill him,
saying you
boy.
basically for a long time just said everything you were thinking.
Exactly. Like James, the guy who's basically my right hand man right now.
Oh,
For
dude.
2 years he lived with me, and we probably talked on average over those 2 years 7 hours a day. I mean, anytime I had a phone call, I'd throw it on speaker, and I'd let him listen.
Actually, I was
Anything I
supposed to
reading,
hyper,
content I was
but
consuming, like really just
I didn't get
training him
that role,
to think
so
like me. So that
I'm
way,
stuck with this year,
he could just
unfortunately.
do things without my input, without me having to constantly watch over him or give him advice. And that's where we've gotten. Like, so for the first 6 months, he didn't do anything. He just studied me and studied everything I cared about,
Okay,
how I spoke,
goodbye.
blah blah. And then the next
And
year,
I'm so
he
goodbye.
started taking on some responsibilities, and now he can just run the company. And I don't ever really have to check in on him. Like,
Thanks.
most of the decisions he makes are exactly what I would do. And so I don't.
What else
call
we
that really, I
got
don't know what
here?
other people would, but it's just like finding people that are really obsessed and they just kind of really want it, and just like giving them an avenue to like get it, if that makes any sense.
Another way to see it is you're converging towards a common vision, and that makes like brainstorming.
Dude, I need to
Much more
focus.
Yeah, it just makes it where I don't have to be so involved in everything because I just have these people I know will think like I will, at least relatively close to it. So I can kind of almost be in multiple places at once. And so these things that, I still approve every idea we film and, everything before we film it, all the creative, I approve it. But I don't have to like be in the weeds and nuances and do all this minor stuff. I can just let them handle it. I can just do the more macro things.
I got a chance to sit in to lengthy brainstorming.
Yeah, who's it? One of you? Sizzle, is that
That
you?
was really cool. Can you talk about the process of that? Of people pitching ideas and you pitching alternatives or shutting down ideas and just going like plowing through ideas very.
I mean, you kind of just described exactly.
I'm
what
gonna
you
win this game,
But the
so
ideas are really,
I
really good. It's
don't
just
see the
tossing
point
out
of trolling.
like different categories of ideas, and then also fine tuning them to see like what change. Think about the titles of the
I
thumbnail.
work so well off of inspiration. It's like something like give me any work. I don't know. Yeah, like I went to space. What happens if you blow up a nuke in space? Or I went to the moon. I went to Mars. Right? Because you said that one word, it was able to inspire me to come up with 4 ideas. And so it's for me. The way to get 100 million views on
Oh.
you need something original, creative, things people really need to see, really never been done before, all these like things. And so you need if you want to consistently go super well, you need just a constant idea. And the only way I've really found that I can consistently come up with 100 million view videos is
This
just
thing's
take
doing pretty
inspiration
good
and
though.
see what my brain outputs. And so that's kind of at its core foundation what I'm doing there. It's just like intaking a lot of random inspiration to see what spawns in my mind so I can output it.
But the neural
I'll
network of your
play
brain is
this guy.
generating the video, the title, the thumbnail, all like
3,
jointly.
1.
Exactly, and that only comes because I spent 10 years of my life just obsessively studying all that stuff.
Because it seems like you would literally potentially shut down a video just because you can't come up with a good title.
Yeah,
or a good
100%.
thumbnail.
Or a thumbnail. Yeah, I mean, that's what happened to 70% of those in that pitch session. It's like, oh, what was one of them? Genius versus 100 people, or
Yeah, like maybe average intelligence versus genius, stuff
yeah,
like that.
yeah. I was like, what the heck is the thumbnail? Even if the title is good. Yeah, there's just so many. But yeah, people don't click, they don't watch.
That's so interesting. But you developed over time the ability to kind of give them.
Dude.
What makes for a good title? Short.
Not just short. It's also, I mean, if someone reads it, are they like, do they have to watch it? Is it just so intrinsically interesting that it's just gonna fuck with them if they don't click on it? You know what I mean?
So it doesn't have to be short, but it has to be like you almost
Two of my
have to have
viewers.
a retention to word by
Oh
word.
wow, Sizzle.
That's
Good shit.
also that, you know, because the titles don't
Rank clear today.
right? So it has to lead into the content. So
Rank.
the title represents the content that you want to watch. So if
GTS
you video
이거네.
and the title is "I stepped on a bug,"
Oh.
it's not gonna. It's all of it combined. The click rate is gonna be much lower. And then if it was like a 5.
I gotta end this boy.
We gotta like even nuance
Oh,
the length of the video.
Yeah.
The title. Well, in fact, whether you want to click because sometimes they just want to add up. I mean, that yeah. Ideally, you want it below 50
Oh.
because above
GT
50
shit.
characters on certain devices, you run the chance of it going.
Nice boy.
So like, I took a light pull and I saw how many dollar bills I could stack on top.
네네네. drill 잘
I
해봐도.
can't finish it, and that's the worst thing.
어이.
You don't even know what they're
닌터세.
even worse. Short, simple, ideally, and just so freaking interesting. They have to click.
따이로 나윤이 classic 때 바로.
And there's probably stuff it's hard to
I don't know.
convert into words for you, like I stepped
offline
on a bug
days.
versus
또 예발 맞기도
stepping on a
바로
bug
되게.
versus Mr. Beast stepped on a bug versus
Well, I mean that.
Kina.
It's funny you bring that up. So it's like, yes, the more extreme the opinion, typically the higher the click-through rate. If you can like pay it off in the content, then it just supercharges it. So like,
oh, so you have a
चलो formen classic चलो.
Just water, right? You're like,
니크야로
Fiji
Sizzle.
water sucks.
잡았죠.
That would do fine. But if you said Fiji water is the worst water bottle, or the worst water I've ever drank in my
I'll
life,
come later.
way more
Now
extreme
eating
opinion would do
dinner
way
by
better.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, but then you have
Funny.
to deliver because the more extreme you are, the more extreme you have to be in the video. Yeah.
that's almost inspiration.
चलो चलो ठीक है it's a time निकली था यो.
You
Let's
can
start my
make
next
it
match.
possible. A lot of people.
Oi oi Goku.
Pause it.
I'll call him.
Negative clickbait's much easier than positive clickbait.
Nick Kirby 사세도 아닌데.
Negative clicks, and so a lot of people are just, in my opinion, you know, a little bit lazier, and they just
액터 만들진 개고
it's easier, less effort.
괜찮아. 북한 쥐어져. 아저씨 5년.
Number of numbers of something. Like I spent this number of hours doing this.
Or whatever. If you just wanted to help people, or right, it's just harder to get 10
I
million
미친이 봐요.
to get 10 million views on a video tearing down a celebrity.
It would be better if I get
Negative video you want to
hyper.
Well, that said, most of your videos are pretty positive.
어.
So what's
But not a lot of people do those kinds of videos because they're hard.
yeah, they're hard.
이벤 그걸
Some of
그렇게
that
된
is
거죠.
giving away money, right? What's the secret to that? How do you do that right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, what's up, my
in a
viewers?
video that
How are
makes
you?
to make it compelling? Is it so? There's a number that
KK all
another number.
the time. I'll eat go.
Yeah.
I'll watch my kid drama.
It's interesting. Like some videos will give away $1 million, some videos will give away $500,000. There's not really. I guess so. I'm retracting what I just said. I was more joking with that. But
야,
there's no
우리는
video that put
그
500K or $1 million. It's probably not
YouTube
usually
도
between 100K or $1 million. I haven't really looked into it.
도네이션
Some
받은
videos
일단 날려먹는
are
생활이
giving away $1 million, and sometimes the $1 million
저는 메가 나이트 아차.
there is a certain
Nice to meet you.
a
Mega
dollar amount
Knight.
is a large dollar amount to an average human, and so I think that point is 100K.
뭐
Like anything above
도네이션
100K,
받은 날려먹는 살이, but I don't have the I didn't reach the criteria yet.
doesn't
threshold.
really move the needle.
근데 문제는 들어가는 거에
Which
I
that's a
cannot
very nuanced
include the donation
situation
button,
that applies to
unfortunately.
people, but yeah.
Well, no, I think that's why it's fascinating. It's fascinating.
It is better
Dude.
to be
Our
feared
relationship with
than
money is
loved.
fascinating.
아, 비겠다.
I mean, you know,
킬로
it's
거리죠.
$20
아닥도 좋아하는 말만.
incredible. I
Really?
don't know why, right? Wow.
I'm
Why are you
legend.
so happy. Like what exactly is so
I
joyful
can know what
about
does
it?
it.
I mean, it depends where you
Bell-
are in life, what the situation is.
Background 때
I don't know.
killar
There's also a
oh
gamified aspect.
Mr. Beast
No,
podcast.
I get it. Like why people want to see people win money. It's just interesting that past 100 grand, it doesn't really.
또 분위기 나이 클리어즈. 나이다가 focus not 되기 돼.
Click through rate. like obviously in terms of someone
Mr.
receiving,
Beast
if you have $1
podcast.
million, changes their life drastically more.
YouTuber
Like,
home
it's
is
like,
not
oh,
the
if you
garden.
wanted to, you could really quit your job.
Hey,
As opposed to
wala
100K.
baki didi.
You probably do like
Okay.
a scientific study, like a form.
You can write down my.
Giving away money.
Yeah,
There could be some kind of
I got it.
research.
And
Okay.
definitely the returns.
ID
That's
लिखी हुई मैं
That's
खींच लो.
basically the premise.
What
of
about
it.
10,000?
No, there's 100,000.
That's a big
It's
one.
such
Nikrem wala
a-
baki
such a
didi. Ne
small
posti je
thing,
jaisna
but
ki
yeah,
kare.
100,000 does it from what I see in our videos get more clicks than 10,000. But the difference between 100,000 and million is just.
ID
think
लिखी
big
हुई मैं
number, big
follow
number for a
करियो.
lot of people past that point.
Yeah, so for 100,000, you can give an average salary. You
Yeah,
can
sir.
live for a year, given the average salaries in America. So that's like a big. That feels.
Hey,
Something.
yeah, I think it's also
Tennessee.
when they read the title. It's just like it's a lot of zeros. It's
A
like
lot
one,
of zeros.
fuckloads of zeros. Okay,
America
click.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this week कर दी थे.
So on the thumbnail side, again, that's
मैं
probably
भी लग
the
गया
idea,
से
much
कोई
more
सारे.
say probably.
कमती हो जाएगी.
But offline, I got a chance to see a bunch of thumbnails.
Screen day ना देखिए.
Fast ones do well, which ones don't. Is
Cappuccino.
there something you could say about what are the elements of a
तो ये
thumbnail?
जो ID डाली थी
This is
मैं
also deeply
Well,
जाना
that's where
add
that's
कर
the
लिया
same
थे.
as, like how do you cook good food?
ओए
But
इधर तो ना देखियो.
it's easier if you
इधर
pull up a thumbnail. And
resolution
identify
max
the
there
thumbnail.
already.
That's like an example would be like one of
The
my friends. He just uploaded
resolution is not
and
good enough.
I
That's
called
why.
him, what is this? 'Cause he's a
Cappuccino.
very smart guy. And in the thumbnail, he's he's getting chased by cops, but the cops were wearing yellow vests, so they didn't look like cops. So I was like, oh, why are
I
the
like
cops
hero
in the
to
thumbnail
chula
wearing
na
yellow
pare
vests?
khali
It's
godi
like,
ate.
that makes it so much more boring. And he was like carrying a flag, but the pole and the color of the flag were the same color, so it's like it's a little harder to see the flag. It's like also you're wearing like a shirt with like 5
This
different
is
colors,
in
like, so it's,
cappuccino.
like, it's hard to tell what your outline is, and then in the background there are cars, and I was like, well, if you have cops chasing you, why not make the cars cop cars? And and it's like, because in my head I'm like, hey, you just did those like 4 or 5 things. The video probably
So I
would have
tell
gotten
you my
7x the views.
savage policy
How
this
much
game da.
iteration? Because I also got a chance to see the number of iterations you do on just a thumbnail.
It's a problem now. It's an addiction.
Is it? So you
I probably jamun zali
There's a lot of the versions.
sabi na kure kyo kuro. Bye na.
I love how you, when we pulled up that the burger one and we were flipping through, you're like, that's really good. I was like, oh, that's version like 1 of like 1,000.
But even the sketch, the idea was good. Like already, even the original idea is
Yeah. So one of our coming up videos, we made the world's largest plant-based burger, and the thumbnail we were thinking is like me standing beside the burger because it's 6 feet tall. That's what he's talking about. So like just picture a giant 6-foot tall burger, super wide, thousands of pounds, and then I'm beside it, and then it's like eating the world's largest burger. Like that's just something you have to like. So you were saying like, how would you describe a good thumbnail? Like that. You know what I mean? Like.
But I think you said the one I noticed.
Yeah, hooker tell about
very small in it. Relative to and you didn't like that one.
I needed to come forward a
Nice
little bit.
boy.
The photo we took was just my upper body. Yeah. So they photo manipulating created my leg Photoshop, and that's why I said I didn't like it because my right leg was a little like off. It was like bent the wrong way.
Wow.
Does the physics of the thumbnail have to
Side oh,
just, like, exaggerate the head size and all that kind
yeah,
of stuff, right?
100%. Yeah, things don't have to be relative. You just have a car in the background and be 3 times the size. But, yeah, every one of my thumbnails, my face is in the left side, very big. So brand recognition, so just people know. Oh, especially because now that a lot of people copy our videos, it's just nice to like, everyone else might make thumbnails like this, but this is mine. And obviously, we usually over deliver and do bigger stuff.
Would you recommend to other creators that wanna make it big?
2, 3, 2, 1.
Piece and then look up to you to copy some elements of you, or to really try to be unique?
Unique, 100% unique. You're not the next Mr. Beast, quote unquote, Mr. Beast, but
Nice.
is not gonna do what I do better. They're gonna just invent their own way. Like you're just not gonna do what I do better than me. I have so many. I literally have the best people in the world working here, and I reinvest everything I make, even to this day. You know what I mean? Like it's absurd the amount of money I spend on content, and I don't care. I'll just stop sleeping, and I'll just film every other day. Like you're just not gonna beat me at my own game, and that's fine. You shouldn't. Like I didn't get where I am by just beating someone else at my own game. I just found my own lane and innovated and adapted, and so. Yeah, there's a lot of people that do copy me, and it's fine, whatever, do it, but just know you're not going to get to where I am doing that. And so I'd advise you don't.
You give away a lot of the secrets basically everything
Yeah.
about how you operate. Is there?
I don't hold anything back. Go
Yeah.
for it.
How do you think about that? Because that's pretty rare.
I think, and this is definitely not most people in my stance. I don't think would take this, or my position would take this stance. But I see every other YouTuber or person on social media. Even we're also focused super heavily on YouTube. But last year we were also the most followed TikTok creator in the world as well. Last year we were the most subscribed YouTube account in the world and the most followed TikTok account in the world. But in general, I just see everyone else as collaborators, not competitors. I don't think
I
helping other creators
screenshot.
in any way harms me, and I think it only brings more value to my life.
How was it jumping on TikTok and trying to understand that platform?
Nice one.
Yeah.
Oi, Taida.
Totally different algorithm.
Ah.
Yeah.
Not too different algorithm.
It's interesting. Well, not even just the algorithm, the content. Like I'm going from basically 15-minute short films to sub 1 minute vertical content. It's a whole different ballpark. And so the first little while I was doing TikTok, it was just kind of figuring out what does Mr. Beast look like in this short form content. But recently we've really started to catch our stride
Yes,
and
nice
try
one.
original concepts and figure out how to innovate over there, just like we did on YouTube. Because I didn't want it to just be
Ooh,
shitty
close one,
YouTube
close
videos,
one, buddy.
And so like an example is we played The Rock for 100K and rock paper scissors, and the loser had to donate 100K to charity. We did we went to random people on a campus. We offered them. I said, "I'll give you $100 if you fly to Paris and give me a baguette." And they said no. And then I was like, "I'll give you $300 if you fly to Paris and give me a baguette." And I was expecting this person to say no, and it go for like 10 grand. And he's like, yeah. So he flew to Paris, got a baguette, and brought it back and gave it to me. And that across everything got like because it's just really cool just to see this random guy get on a plane, spend a day in Paris, and we cut it up real nicely and bring it back. And so we're starting to find just tons of original content over there.
Hard
It's
game.
like an epic video to make for 1 minute.
No one on short form's doing it. That's the thing. It's like it's just so funny because like TikTok's been big for a while now, years. And then you know, as we started to really figure out things on the YouTube channel and get it cranking where I have some free time, we set our sights on TikTok and like, okay, what are people not doing?
Ooh.
Make it better, put in more effort, make it
That.
better. And we did the same thing we did at YouTube, just different over on TikTok.
I was
We're
there.
the fastest growing or most followed TikTok account in 2022. And it's just funny that no one else did that.
And you're not afraid to do epic stuff.
Oh no. Screenshot. Like you like it, like.
Sure. That's crazy.
Sad.
Yeah, can you remember one? Because I remember I said that a bunch. I can't remember.
All I remember is that they were like,
I remember.
like really, you going to do that for a 1 minute video?
Yeah.
Crazy. So like, are you posting similar content to what you
Viewers.
on TikTok?
Yeah, those we
Jet,
just
they would have been.
It's hard. You know what's actually pretty fascinating?
Oh, I lag.
Probably find this pretty interesting. Is
No lag.
picture
Lag.
the
Oi.
content creation meta
It's a lag as well.
where you can make sub 1 minute video of content and it go viral.
Very it's a lag.
Go viral on YouTube Shorts, go viral on Instagram Reels, goes viral on Facebook, it goes Reddit. You know, you swipe through vertical
Or
content. And
3,
Twitter when you click on a
2,
video and you flip
1.
through it. So this is actually very weird. This is the first time in the history of, I guess, Western social media that one form of content can
Western
actually
social
go super
media.
viral on every single platform. It's never been like that before.
So they're going viral.
Yeah, like I can post something on TikTok that'll get 100 million views, and then post on Shorts and it'll get 200 million views, and then post on Instagram and it gets 50 million views. And
Nice one.
You know, I haven't yet, but you know, you can then turn around and tweet it.
Did it around?
And you can post on Reddit and it gets tens of millions of views, and Facebook can get tens of millions of views. And that's just what's the thing. 3 years ago,
Oi.
didn't have. A
Oi.
lot of you probably don't even know. You tap on a video now and you swipe down. That wasn't a thing even a year ago. Reddit, that wasn't a thing probably 2 years ago. That wasn't
Nice
a thing on
one.
Instagram. 3 years ago, that wasn't a thing on YouTube.
Nice.
With YouTube Shorts. So this is all new, and I don't. It's weird. I haven't heard a single person
6,
talk about
5,
it. But
4,
this is the first time where
3,
content
2,
can actually
1.
go viral on every single platform, and you don't have to write or film a video for Facebook, film a 12-minute video for YouTube, film a sub 60-second video for TikTok, write a tweet for Twitter, and post this on Reddit. You can just do the same thing on every platform.
Is the name.
And the fact that your content has gone viral on multiple platforms regularly means that virality
Oi.
sometimes can be, of course, but it can be.
Wow.
Yeah, so many people say it's luck. Here's just luck, this or that, but what what are we up to? Probably like 1,000 videos over 10
Mega
minutes.
Knight.
Like, we don't ever have
चलो
enough
चलो
to
ठीक है
even
से
call it luck,
अलग
but
करो
I think it can be trained. I counsel YouTubers all the time and show them how to go from getting a couple million views a month to 10 million views a month very easily. So even certain ones, like just one of my
tough
friends,
as
like,
this
he was
game
really struggling, and so I just started showing him basically everything I know and just doing like once every week, sometimes once every 2 weeks calls, and he went from $10,000 a month on YouTube to over 400,000 just doing these little counseling calls. And so, I mean, people can make excuses all they want and say it's just luck or say, well, anyways, I don't even want to quote all the other stuff, but it's just, it is a teachable skill. It's a learnable skill. You can study your way to consistently make viral videos, no matter how small your channel is. Even if you have 0 subscribers, you could if you actually studied hard enough. And like basically, if you knew what I knew, and some of these, so I don't sound so arrogant. Also, like some of these other friends I have that I'd say are the smartest people in the world when it comes to content creation online. If you had the knowledge that was in our heads, you could do it very easily. I see people do it all the time. And what's even more interesting is I go on podcasts and I say everything I know. These people are also very open. It's all out there. And a lot of people, instead of studying that and trying to absorb and apply it in their way, they're just like, oh, it's just luck,
team's getting fucked.
You do lay it all out there, but I gotta push back to one interesting thing. I think a crucial component of your success is the idea stage, the idea generation. The brainstorm I heard today, but getting really
Can
good
every
at
team
generating
fight?
ideas.
Brother.
It's not just the selection of the thumbnail and the title, that creative process. It's also just the engine of generating really good ideas and getting that. I mean, I would say that is probably the thing that needs to be trained the most creators, right? That they just don't put enough ideas on paper.
Yes, but also a lot of creators also just don't, which I didn't either for the longest time. Just don't make good enough content. Content that's worthy of getting 10 million views.
In the idea or the execution of the idea?
Both. I mean, like, think about how many people just make videos they film in under 20 minutes and they don't really put any effort into it, and like, it's like my first 500 videos didn't deserve to get a million views. Like, there's a reason they didn't. They're terrible, what I mean? But at the time, I thought they did, right? And I'm in the mindset of a lot of smaller YouTubers. I thought those videos deserved a million views. I thought the algorithm hated me. But I watch them back now, and I can tell you exactly why. You know what I mean?
Well, so what was the breakthrough for you to start realizing, to start having a self-awareness, about these videos aren't good enough? You're probably still going through that. You're probably still growing.
Yeah, every 6 months you should look back and hate your videos, or at least see things you could have done. Be like, oh, I could have done this better, that better. Then you're not learning quick enough. In my opinion.
Where's the source of that learning now?
It's I just got back from a I just got back from a mastermind where I just got like 10 of the smartest people I knew, and we just locked ourselves in a cabin and talked each other stuff. Constantly, every day, not every day now, probably every other day, I go on a walk and I just call random people. And I mean, it's just you just have to have a never-ending
funny thing.
Like, that's very imperative, especially if you want, like, you want to get on top and then stay on top. The only way to do it is just to constantly be learning. Or someone who is learning is just gonna, have a leg up on you in the knowledge game.
And what kind of stuff are you talked about offline, but you just do of all kinds, doesn't matter. But in terms of videos, are you studying videos? Are you studying?
Recently, not. I'm more, because to get to the videos I want, I have to build the business and scale up higher. So more of my recent time has been, like, my teenage years were spent studying virality, studying content. Now I'm studying how to build a content company so I can actually produce the crazy ideas I want to produce, if that makes sense.
So yeah, on that, the business side, we talked about hiring. Do you have trouble with firing people?
No, I'm pretty sure almost every person, actually every person I've ever hired, we just give them severance. And I like to see it more as no ill will. Like if I fired you, if there's some other job you want me to get, I'll DM them on Twitter. Like, if you want to go work for, I don't know, insert whatever, MTV. Give me someone to DM. I'll DM them. Like, I try to make it more like a transition and do whatever we can.
And if something was just not working
Nice.
because you want people, like you said, super passionate.
Because at the end of the day, if you hold someone that you onto someone that you don't see being here in 10 years, you're just doing them a disservice. You're just getting them more ingrained, more included in where they are. And the sooner you do it and help them move on to their new life.
Given all the wisdom you have now, what would you give advice to somebody? Or if you were to start over again,
God pick करले देना है वो.
on a new channel. I guess that's advice for a new person.
Nice
Right?
one.
And nobody knows you.
Yeah, nobody knows.
Recommend me
Technically, I have
what
a master
hero I
base.
And
should
also, I
use
guess they don't have the
next.
wisdom.
But if I don't have what I have in my head, then I would say just fail. Like, just a lot of people get analysis paralysis, and they'll just sit there and they'll plan their first video for 3 months. And I'm
It's the highest amount of views I ever got.
especially get 0 views on your channel. Your first video is not going to get you. It's not.
2,
Your first 10
1.
is not going to get you. I can very confidently say that. So stop sitting there and thinking for months and months on end, and just get to work and start uploading. Like, all you need to do, this applies to people that have not uploaded videos but have dreams of being a YouTuber, make 100 videos and include something every time. Do that. And then on your 101st video, we'll start talking. Like, maybe get some views. But your first 100 are gonna suck. There are very freak cases like Spice and Koshi or Timmy Chamberlain who have really good personalities. And it doesn't take them as many videos. And it's just like people who are 7'5" and making videos. Like, yes, there are freak cases you can find, but for the average person like us, who don't have these exceptional personalities and backgrounds in filmmaking, just make 100 videos, improve something each time, and then talk to me on your 101st video.
Well, the improve something each time is a tricky one. How do you improve something each time?
The second one, just put more effort into the script. The third one, try to learn a new editing trick. The fourth one, try to figure out a way that you can have better inflections in your voice. The fifth one, try to, study a new thumbnail tip and implement it. The sixth one, try to figure out a new title. There's infinite ways. That's the beauty of content creation online. Literally infinite ways, from the coloring to the frame rate to the editing to the filming to the production to the jokes to the pacing to every little thing to be improved, and it can never happen. There's literally no such thing as a perfect video.
So, if you knew everything you know now, but no money.
Step one was I just brainstorm, like, okay, I don't have money. What are some viral things? Like, I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is something that's in my account to 100,000, which is what I did do when I was poor. And like that worked. But like, what's something like that I could do that would be even more attention grabbing?
Yeah, you were as part of the brainstorm. You would throw out a lot of ideas. You would throw out a bunch of ideas, and one of the questions is this even doable? Right?
Yeah. First off, come up with ideas you think would do well, and then ask yourself later if they're doable. Because there's different ways you can accomplish something.
Don't be cynical about the doability and stuff.
Yeah, because there really are so many different ways you can accomplish a goal. Like, when we give away an island, like we gave our 100 million subscriber an island. Yeah. You can't find private islands that don't look like shit for less than $10 million. So this isn't doable, right? All right, the idea doesn't exist, not doable, X off. But then, you dig into it,
Nice one.
find different alternatives, you find, okay, what if we buy a $2 million island that sucks?
So the thing is,
$1 million,
we'll just end this stream.
Let's import 300 trees, let's put a canal, let's put a path, boom. Now it's a really nice island, but it's actually affordable. Because we don't have $10 million to spend on a video, but we can afford to spend $3.5 whatever $1 million on that video. So like, that's an example of like, yeah, if you just went off the gut test, like this is
Thank you all so much for watching.